super stoked about this weekend. I'm a little bit tired, so you don't see the enthusiasm, but I'm fucking stoked to get back out onto the water. So the plan is to go to the backside of Catalina Island tomorrow. I think we're going to shoot for Cat Harbor. We might wind up anchoring at Little Harbor. I'll be going solo, but buddy boating with Ohana, Cal 27-2. Plan is to leave about 5 a.m. tomorrow. We're going to leave early. Expect it's going to take about 10 hours to get there. Not much wind. I think we'll be motoring all the way out there. It's going to take about 10 hours. And then come back on Sunday. Sunday's probably going to be the same deal. It's looking at 10 knots or less both days. I don't know what we're going to wind up with, if we're going to get any sailing or not. Hopefully we get a little bit more wind than that. The swells are going to be 2 feet or less. Wind waves, 2 feet or less. So expect it's going to be super flat tomorrow. Might be a little bit of fog. It's okay. Not too worried about that, of the radar and everything. All right, it's about 4:25 a.m. Goal this morning is to leave at 5. We'll see how we do. Might be a few minutes late. Didn't get any sleep last night, and short on sleep the night before, so we'll see how I hold up today. All right, 4:58 a.m. Just getting ready to start the engine here in a sec. A little bit of patchy fog this morning. Slight drizzle. There's no wind. It's like super calm out and everything. Visibility looks pretty good in the harbor, so I think we're okay. We've got the radar firing up, so I'll have that going. All right, 5:21. We've left Dana Point Harbor. Ohana's behind. Just heated up the engine a little bit to 2,500 RPMs. All right, 5:36. Where'd he go? Just had our first visitor, a sea lion. 6:13, and we've got some visitors. First dolphin sighting. Pretty good group of them here. Starting to get just a little hair of a breeze now, but yeah, we're making good time. It's pretty chill.
Roger that. I just put my main out. I'm gonna try to catch a little bit of this breeze. It's starting to shift to the southwest a little bit. Over.
7:07 and sounds good. I'm hearing a distress call right now. Sounds like a woman's hurt pretty bad.
Can I get a description of your vessel, name, make, length, and color over? We're gonna need a medic to get a feedback first. He's bleeding pretty bad. Alongside, have a paramedic on board over.
9:10 a.m. update. Just entered the shipping lanes about 10 minutes ago. There aren't any boats on AIS. I don't see any ships, so it's pretty clear out. Other than you can see that, but these big patches of kelp, had a huge patch of kelp in front of me I had to dodge. Pretty good view of Catalina. All right, 11 o'clock update. Got about another 4 miles before we start hanging a right here. A pretty good view of Avalon from here. All right, 5 minutes till noon. There's Church Rock. It's 1 o'clock. we decided we're going to go to Cat Harbor. So talking to Ohana, she would like to try and anchor out. A little bit of a question there, because I heard that some of the anchor depths could get pretty deep. You could be anchoring in like 60 feet potentially. Smaller boats we might be able to get in, tuck in a little bit closer. I'd really prefer not to anchor in much more than about 25 feet, just because I don't have like a ton of road. All right, just after 2 p.m. Still motoring towards Catalina Harbor. Little harbors over there. There's 4 or 5 boats over there, including either one fairly large fishing or dive vessel over there. So there's several boats kind of tucked in back there. It's not looking like that's going to be the best anchoring situation. All right, 212 update. I'm actually in a little bit closer so I can get a better look. So this is Little Harbor here. This fishing boat is out on the outside of it, so it actually looks like there aren't any boats back up in there. So as a plan B, we could, you know, try and anchor back out there if we don't get a good spot. Almost 2:30, coming in on Cat Harbor. All right, starting to get a little closer to the entrance to Cat Harbor. Still over 40 fathoms deep here, so it's probably a good solid 250 feet. All right, about 5 till 3. So I just radioed the Catalina Harbor, the harbor master, and asked him where we could anchor. And he said the smaller boat draft should be good in the back bay, since stay about 100 meters from the moorings here. Mud bottom looked like on the depth soundings on the charts that was going to be okay for us. So we'll see what we get here. I'm seeing about 35 feet right here. If we don't find a situation we like here, then you can always bail and get a mooring. There's plenty of moorings here in Cat Harbor. All right, it's 3:30. We're all tied up at Cat Harbor. Decided to take a mooring. So the harbor master said we might be able to anchor back here by adjacent to the dinghy dock. The depth sounders started showing under 6 feet. We're not all the way at low tide, but so overnight it could drop a little bit more. Could drop another foot or two. I draw 310. Ohana draws 4'3". So that trimaran or whatever is over there, that's probably where we would have tried to anchor, but I just didn't feel comfortable looking at the depth sounder and seeing how much room we had to spare. All right, it's not the best shower in the world, but it's better than nothing. So I just took a shower. There's a shower head up there, plumbed in, and then there's a sump in the floor, pumps it out. But it's nice that the new hot water heater works. So I had hot water, but trying to get the right mix of hot and cold water took a little bit of experimentation. It's nice to be clean. .35 p.m. Just got back from 2 harbors, had a couple beers, chilled out, And now I'm cooking dinner. So I've got dinner going. I'm going to make like the most horrible dinner known to man. I'm probably going to have like macaroni and cheese. I do have a salad, so I'm probably going to turn into the salad here and have macaroni and cheese. I was thinking about throwing a can of chili in there as well. Like, I can't think of a worse dinner to have, but I don't have this stuff like when I'm at home, so it's actually kind of awesome. All right, about 20 till 6 a.m. Sunday morning. Allergies are bothering me, so I haven't been sleeping so well, but I had a pretty good calm night here in the mornings. Pretty mellow. We're targeting a 6:30 a.m. shove off today, so give me enough time to get the coffee going and get things straightened out a little bit before we're underway. I've got everything all in place. Give me some time to get organized, and then I'll definitely need the coffee today. All right, it's about 20 till 7. Just about on time schedule. Pretty easy, just a whole mild breeze on the nose pulling off the mooring, so pretty easy launch from there. Just had to feel a little breeze funneling into the anchorage here. I guess the question is, are we gonna have this this breeze once we get out, or is it just a local effect? There's Ohana. Alright, so this rock formation I'm going to point the camera to in a sec is commonly referred to as the pregnant lady, because it's supposed to look like a pregnant woman laying on her back. They could call it the Captain Keeldragger, because I've got the same belly profile. I don't know, does that look like a pregnant lady over there? Maybe from a better angle. Alright, we're getting a little breeze with slight breeze mostly from the west, but enough to put up the main without it flopping around too much. So that's nice. Finally got the sail up at least. Ohana's following along in suit. 7:15. Heard something splash right next to me. A dolphin. I don't think he's up there anymore. He may have bugged out. Oh, there's a couple right behind us there. Oh, there's a few of them. Right through a pod there. "9 a.m. update. We traveled about 13 nautical miles so far, 36 nautical miles to go. We're just about at the end here of the island. There's Church Rock, so we're coming up on it, and then we're going to turn around and start heading straight across the channel back to Dana Point. 10:15. Leaving Catalina Island. Got a little bit more pressure behind us. So I've just got the main out and thinking through what kind of trouble I can get into with the sails. All right, it's 10:30. Engine's off, sails are up. And this is actually the second time. Wasn't the prettiest setup, but I'm flying the asym. And what are we doing? Looks like about 4 knots. Pretty nice having the engine off and cranking along. I'm just getting tired of listening to that thing. If I can keep up 4 knots, I'm going to sail all the way home or close to it. Give you a look at the asym. I think I may have a twist up at the top with the sock. I'm not going to screw around with it right now. I'm happy with the speed I'm making, and hopefully it's easy to douse. 10 till 11. Sailing with the spinnaker. Just had a little visitor pop up. So this is it. I'll hang out here for a little bit. Got, I don't know, a couple hours, hour and a half till we get to the shipping lanes, I think. So keep an eye on that. May only be about an hour out, so sit up here for a little bit.
Channel 9. Land, we're on board 246. 246. I copy you. It's going to be just a moment. We'll be to you shortly.
12:21 p.m. Well, wind was pretty light. I was going less than 3 knots there for quite a while. 12:31. So that noise, that beeping that you hear is the boat sinking. Actually, what this is I set a CPA alarm. So if any boat looks like it's going to get within a mile of me that's running AIS, this will beep. So it looks like this guy's 10 miles out. He's moving at 8.1 knots. TCPA 56 minutes, so it's gonna be almost an hour before he gets over towards me. All right, so this guy popped up on AIS now. 335 course over ground. He's going the same course, 8.6 knots. Now we just lost him. All right, motoring across the shipping lanes. So I've got an AIS target. Boat's about 4.5 miles out now. CPA alarm kept going off, so I adjusted course a little bit. So I'm gonna duck in behind him. But Ohana is over to port, about, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile or so. Look at that. All right, 3:30 p.m. update. Unless something interesting comes up between now and when I tie up, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I've got about 5 miles to go, so should be tying up around 4:30 p.m. Not too bad, plenty of daylight left, and gives me a little bit of time to get organized this evening.